What if you spend your entire life trying not to fail, only to realize that failure was going to find you anyway? I used to think the safest thing was to be careful, think everything through, plan ahead, make the right decisions, avoid mistakes, minimize the possibility of failure. Basically, if I could calculate every possible thing that could go wrong, maybe I could avoid getting hurt. And then life happened. I did a lot of things right. I got good grades, I respected my elders, I listened to people, I did what I was supposed to do. I got into engineering college, I got a job, I took care of my parents, I tried to build a life where I was making sensible decisions and minimizing risk. And somehow, things still went wrong. I struggled through entrance examinations. I didn't get the kind of job I wanted. I made mistakes, I suffered, and I watched my parents pass away. That was probably one of the biggest realizations for me. You can do everything right and still have life completely blindside you. You can be careful, you can plan, you can think through every possible scenario, and things can still go down the toilet. So these days, I'm trying something different. I'm just taking action. I want to go for a Nippon in dance. Okay, let me apply. I want to plan a trip. Let's go. I want to go out. Let's go. I want to study for an MBA. Let me try. I'm not as scared of failure anymore. I'm not spending days trying to calculate every possible way something could go wrong before I even start. I'm just going all out and seeing what happens. And honestly, it feels incredibly liberating. I don't care as much about what people think anymore. I don't care who's ahead. I don't care who's behind. I don't care what someone else is doing with their life. I'm just working, doing things I enjoy, trying things I want to try, and seeing where life takes me. Here are the list of things that I've learned so far. The first thing I learned is that certainty is an illusion. You can plan as much as you want, but you don't actually know what's going to happen. Sometimes all that planning doesn't protect you, it just delays you. The second thing I learned is failure isn't something you can completely eliminate from your life. It's going to happen. You will make the wrong decisions. You will get rejected. You will embarrass yourself. You will lose people. You will mess things up. That's life. So if failure is inevitable, maybe the goal shouldn't be to avoid it completely. Maybe the goal is to build a life that's worth failing for. The third thing I learned is that fear can quietly become the person making your decisions for you. You think you're being responsible, but sometimes you're just afraid. Afraid of looking stupid, afraid of wasting time, afraid people will judge you, afraid you'll choose the wrong path. And eventually you stop asking, what do I actually want to do? And you start asking, what's the safest thing I can do? Those are very different questions. And I think I've spent enough of my life asking the second one. If I could go back, I don't think I'd tell my younger self to become reckless. I wouldn't tell myself to stop thinking. Consequences matter. Some risks are genuinely stupid. You shouldn't destroy your life just because something sounds exciting. But I would tell myself this. Stop treating uncertainty like a warning sign. You don't need to know exactly where something is going before you start. You don't need a 5-year plan for every decision. You don't need everyone's approval. And you don't need to wait until you're completely confident. Sometimes, you just need to take the first step. Apply, go, try, ask, start, and see what happens. Maybe this whole approach is wrong. I genuinely don't know. Maybe 5 years from now, I'll look back at this video and think, wow, I was an idiot. Maybe I'll make another video explaining exactly why this was a terrible idea. And that's okay. Because for the next few years, I kind of just want to do fun maxing. I want to say yes more often. I want to try things without knowing exactly where they'll lead. I want to take chances without spending 3 days calculating the probability of everything going wrong. Because here's the funny thing. Whether you're careful or careless, whether you plan something or whether you jump without knowing what's underneath, you're going to make mistakes anyway. You're going to fail anyway. Things are going to go wrong anyway. So maybe you might as well jump sometimes and see what happens. So that's the video, you guys. I hope you liked it. Substack article on the same topic and my Instagram will be comment down below, so make sure to check them out. I will post a video every single Sunday here on my YouTube, and 3 to 4 short form content every week here on YouTube. So make sure to subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Love you. Bye.